Bit. Yeah. Okay. Can you see me clearly?
Yes,
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 On the
visible.
top
it's
of
loud,
the
loud and clear. Yeah.
Loud and clear. So let me start the session.
Okay, good morning, everybody, and I hope you're bringing in the energy of a good night's sleep over here. And we're just trying to sort of read the room as to who all is here. I do not know whether you're all CAs or entrepreneurs or in any way, So I know what to say. So this is for me a bit of an experiment, and also my all my slides have gone into WPS, so I don't know exactly how it will work, but it will work. Okay, so
Yes,
uh, yeah,
hopefully it will work.
no,
We'll
hopefully.
sort it out.
We have to, there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
hopefully. We know it's going to work. That's our trust. That when things go wrong, that's a challenge and it's going to work. Yeah. So do you want to start,
Uh,
Divani? No.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, welcome, ma'am. And I would like to introduce you to our audience. Brenda ma'am has over 42 years of professional experience working with stalwarts of industry, 32 years with FMCG major Hindustan Unilever Limited, certified master trainer with a zeal for research, well regarded one on job search and executive career coach. And she's LinkedIn job search strategy top voice and a content creator. She has created best in class modules, job search strategy, interviewing skills, online courses on effective communication for Tata Institute of Social Sciences, TISS, workplace success, team building, employee engagement, networking, etc. She's passionate about empowering the unemployed in their job search journey and executive career coaching. So she's on a mission to make India free of unemployment. This is
Yeah,
a
that's
brief
actually my
about
mission.
her.
That's what wakes me up every morning and even keeps me awake some nights. Let me tell you that. But a little bit about my story. Yeah, in teenage, I was very introverted and shy. So, although I was the topper in class, the conversation at home would be that nobody will give her a job
You can continue.
because she cannot face people. And another thing is that I went to school only in class 4. So by the time I reached college, the others were looking like young ladies and I was looking more like, now kindergarten student. So there was a lot of problem. But this actually was a greatest advantage to me. So when I finished graduation, although I was the topper and the gold medalist in Sophia College, I said, why go on further? I mean, first of all, my father used to think, philosophy is what? It's a silly subject. And why waste his money? So I opted, much to the sort of annoyance of the college, not to proceed with post graduation. And today I'm actually trying to get a doctorate. But so that was, first of all, my education never came in the way of my learning because I went to school only at 4. Big advantage. And secondly, I said, now there's no point. I'm not going to get a job. So I just took it as a challenge. And I applied to maybe 10 or 12 companies, got every single job. So my father was then, okay, maybe she can get a job. And so I never, because my graduation started the day, post graduation started the day I finished graduation on my own and started working. So I've been learning all my life, 42 years. I never sleep without learning something new every single day. Even today, as a job coach, I learn, study from, research for at least 4 hours a day. So just to give you that, so that after at 68, I went back to college and did my master's in training. And since then, I have been coaching, just to give you a little sort of background. So that's my story and that's my mission. And that's why I want to see that people who are unemployed and especially those who are educated, how many of the educated are unemployed? A huge number. Almost, I think, 50% of 40% of graduates are unemployed today. Okay. maybe we'll just begin the session. I've actually put it in 3 sections. So that's going to be a challenge to show you 3 small presentations. The first one is how to attract your. Okay, first let's see in the room who all is here. Can you just give me a rough round? You put it in the chat who you are, and then Shivani will tell me how many CAs we have, how many finance professionals, or other, or coaches, trainers, or other, and how many corporate employees. Just a quick one.
You can write here whether you are in a job or practice for CAs, and
No,
whether business or
you just take the sort of head count. What happened to the poll? We couldn't do it.
there was some challenge to it.
It's very easy, actually. I'm saying it's easy because I don't know how I'm going to present, because it's not so easy for me. I'm using this WPS for the
No
first.
problem. You can present one slide at a time,
No problem.
and then
So
we'll help you out.
fast, come in. We are not wasting much time. CA in job, manufacturing, business coach. Great. So everybody just put it in fast. Yeah. Or more CA working, CA working as head. Okay, so CA in Middle East College. Go on, everybody. Some of them I can recognize actually from my LinkedIn entrepreneur. Very good. Go ahead. CA in practice. At least 15, 20 if we have, then we have 30 people, we know more or less. Are you expecting others to join?
Well, less people in job are here, more into practice or entrepreneurship.
Okay. So now I know I'm speaking to mostly finance people who are either on their own or in practice. So I call them entrepreneurs, or, few corporate people, and that's it. Mostly finance and a few corporate, 1 or 2 coaching. Okay. So I'll start my sharing. First of all, we want to see what is it in the market, that the job market has changed completely after COVID, and even in the last 2 or 3 years, I would say, even in the last 6 months, it's totally evolving. So I will just start on that note, and I'll share a small presentation. I'm trying to. Oh,
slide is visible now.
it's got the next goes into the next one.
Yeah, it's toggling also.
No, 1 minute. Yeah, but
you can see both the
yeah, I know you can, but I'm trying to get the slideshow to work. Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't waste time on this. Yeah. I've told you my story. We won't waste time. This is what inspires me. Now, Theodore Roosevelt said that the best prize life can give you is the chance to work hard on work that is worth doing. But this is a big challenge, right? Because whether it's a job you're looking for or your business, it doesn't come that easily. Okay, maybe you as CAs have had a steady going business up till now, but things are going to change, and you know that, right? You know how much Gen AI will change even your jobs. So today, whether it's looking for a job or looking for a business, it is always an outward approach, not searching, but rather than being found with your visibility. So when opportunities don't knock, maybe in your function it's not yet happened, but it's not very far from we're not very far from it. You might have read, in fact, just this morning, how Sam Altman has said, even, I suppose you know that you have special GPT for CA, right? CAGPT, you all know that. Anybody who does it? And most of the big companies also have special GPTs, and like I think there's a CAGPT, and KPMG has Ignite. There is NLP. There is I think IBM has Helix. So there are so many. So I hope that you are all using these, experimenting with them every day. I myself do at least 5 or 6 um, uh, interventions on AI every single day. So when opportunities don't knock, that's what going to be in the future. You will have to build a door. Chances don't approach you. You approach the chances. Unemployment is among graduates is almost 30%. So this is a fact which came out very recently in, I think, 2 days ago, which showed that 83% engineering and 50% MBA of the 2024 are still employed. Now, as a job seeker, I know it's not, as a job coach, I know it's not only 2024. I know people who have got from IIMs who have got letters in 2023 have not started jobs, and they're all big companies, the big fours, the multinationals, even Infosys and so many. And every time they're being told, Infosys says next 3 months, but they haven't earned a rupee and they're willing to join anywhere. So I know very well what this really means. I'm sorry if I'm sounding very pessimistic, but I want to give you the facts because you've taken the trouble to get here this morning to become aware of what is happening. Am I right? Can I get some answers there?
Yes.
What have you joined? You're not joined just to get some information, correct? You come here to see what is the news, what is happening, and how do you need to change your mindset if you want to keep growing in whatever you're doing. So the challenges in today's job and business market are: it is overheated, highly competitive, unpredictable. Even if you ask your CHRO or anybody else, or your marketing manager, CMO, he does not know what the next job is going to be, whether his job is. Most CHROs don't know whether their job is going to be there or not. Okay. And another thing is that's happening is that the gig economy is here to stay. Full-time and lifelong jobs, I say, are only in one company. Can anybody tell me that? Which one? All of you can mute because we are only 30 of us. Answer. Where do you think full-time and lifelong jobs are? I know most of you are in your own practice. Only in the cemetery.
Government jobs.
In the cemetery, not government jobs. Government is changing a lot. Cemetery. Cemetery mein hai. Not in government. Government cannot afford. Not here, not even abroad. Forget about what Trump is doing. The same thing is going to happen in India. Yes, it will take a little more time because of the politics. So the job market, what is happening is, formally, I was saying 5 years ago that the job market, or 50% of the jobs will be extinct in 5 years. Today, I'm saying 58% of the jobs, and what you are doing, especially whether it is your practice or not, it will become extinct in next 2 or 3 years, probably even before, because Sam Altman just this morning has said, made a big announcement to say that now he's making a big break in ChatGPT 4 is over. ChatGPT 5 and 6 are already incorporating agentic AI, which means they can make their own decisions. They can critically think. All this is actually coming in right now. It's already ready. So it's a very big change. Like OpenAI, like ChatGPT is now become, 3 and 4. 3 is become very, sort of more like a story. Claude, all these have accelerated the change. So job search or growing your business search is a lifelong skill. So that's what we are here to do, not just to find a job, but to pick up the skills of growing your business, growing new business, changing jobs and looking for new jobs. It's a life skill. So I'm just going to show you what the ABCD of this is, but we'll just before that, just to tell you, job search, business search is like a jungle. In the jungle, every morning, what happens? The deer wakes up with one thought in mind to run faster than the fastest lion. And the lion wakes up in that same jungle to run faster than the slowest deer. Obviously, the deer wins because he is running for his life, whereas the lion is running only for his breakfast. So the first thing, the A of it is it's your approach and mindset. So what I've been telling you so far is really or regarding your approach. If you change your approach and your mindset, you will automatically change your decisions and the skills that you are picking up. Change your mindset can change any situation. So what is the mindset that needs to be changed? From a passive mindset. Passive mindset, if you are in a job, you'll be applying and waiting for a job to come, waiting for the interview. That is like carrying an umbrella and the hope that it will rain. Today, only 1% of jobs come from job boards. Okay. And 80% of the jobs are never even posted. So whether it's a job or a business, you need to have an inbound approach. You have to be active on whatever you're doing, actively in that, not just applying and waiting, not just waiting for business to just come to you, actively making yourself visible in the market so that the business comes to you, the job comes to you. That's the mindset I want you to have to change. If you're jobless, you're not looking for a job, you're looking to make yourself present so that the job will come to you. If you're in a business, you're looking to grow your brand so that your business will come to you, or through your networking or whatever. This is the main thing of what I'm trying to get to you today. Then the B is for being self-aware. The most people, even business owners, do not take the trouble to self-reflect. What do they actually want? What do they love? What is that niche area? What is that product before they do that? They lack focus. And of course, I would say even employees. And as Aristotle has said, all wisdom begins with self-knowledge. So you need to know whether you're a CA or a business owner or an employer. What is my USP? EPS, your unique employee selling proposition, or your unique business owner special niche. So these are three things you have to always know and reflect on from time to time, and write it in your diary, keep changing as you pick up new skills. What are your hard skills? That is your domain knowledge, your finance knowledge, your CA knowledge, your accounting knowledge. That is important. Your people skills today are the soft skills, or your people skills are the hard skills of today. That's the why of how you do your job. And your transferable skills, which are like deep skills, we call them, many skills inside one. Like communication includes body language, appearance, it includes active listening, empathy, compassion, etc. Okay, I'll go a little fast. You need to have clarity. Even if you're looking for a job, you never look for jobs, you look for companies. So you need to have clarity, some clarity on which industry, which domain, and which role you are targeting. Now, I will not spend time on this because most of you are not employees. So there is a way by which I teach by the PPT formula how to target companies, how we don't know which companies to target. But of course, you have some idea. You'll do the finance research. You will do the credit rating research. You will do the competitive research. You will do this even in your business. You will see how far is that business going. Any red flags. You will go onto their pages and see how people employing them. What is the employment? Their website will always have a page for their employees. What do the employees say about them? The D is for your digital social media brand, which has to be very well crafted. And I heard somebody talking about this before I joined. Social media presence, my friend, is the gateway to your job or your business. And here we are talking mostly about LinkedIn. We have about 160 million people, 160 million Indians on LinkedIn. I think at LinkedIn, totally, we have not 160. 160 million is on LinkedIn. Indians, I think, are about 60 million. But the point is, you need to be a brand, not a commodity. So I looked to see where you are, the top voices. How many finance people are there in the top voices? Guess. How many CAs among the top voices? Only one CA. I've got it somewhere. I'll go later. And one CFA. That's it. So it shows that I could not get the facts of how many entrepreneurs are there, but this gave me an indication that very few, when I say there means I don't mean on a platform. You got a profile, means they have a niche, they are a brand. That's all we are talking about. We're talking about your social media brand. Are you posting regularly? When somebody says,
for me or everyone?
you want to ask any questions? Any questions? Let me say one thing. You can remain all questions. You can put it in the chat. Before a question, put a capital Q, and then Shivani will be able to tell me these are the questions that have come in, and we'll take them towards the end because we are going very slow. Okay? So guard your social media brand like your reputation. And here I am quoting from a CA, Abhijit Sanskari. He says that it is about making a connection, making a commitment to post regularly, share information, being consistent, showing your competency as well as your credibility, being creative in the way you write and post, and being caring, because giving value comes before receiving. Okay, I particularly put it because he is a CA. And engaging with your network. You can, Zig Ziglar says, you can get everything you want if you only help enough people to get what they want. So networking is a route for 80% of the jobs, business. Leverage all your networks. When I say all, what are they? Your warm networks are your family, your friends, your relatives. Your cold networks are your alumni, your colleagues, your ex-bosses, your people from the industry, etc. Join networking events, very important, so that you're aware of trends. Now, I've got nothing to do with this, but I can't tell you how many. In a week, at least 2 or 3 events I join. Tomorrow, I think, or this evening, I'm going for Anand Rathi's class, where, of course, it's a particular part of finance. But for me, there's nothing that I have in my mind, just knowledge. I don't have, this psychology, this is this. Anything that affects any of my clients, they may come from any scheme, so I have to be aware of everything and try to get referrals and recommendations. Remember, the power of word of mouth is higher than any power of social media. I think we are at the end. So this is the ABCD, your inbound approach, be self-aware, clarity of direction, design your social media brand, and engage. So, any questions have come on this? Any questions have come in before I go to, now I'm going to go into how you build your brand and how do you succeed. I don't know how much
I
time
was
you
about
have.
to ask that question itself.
Sorry?
I was about to ask that question itself.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. But I hope I succeed because this is not showing up on. I'll have to open the. I really don't know how to put the other. Can somebody tell me? Because that's what I wanted to try.
What is your question, ma'am?
My question is, the second one is not showing on my group because this is WPS. It's open at the back. So let me see if I can do this and get it.
So you can check with the share screen
Yes. I'm
and
just
select that
I'm just
particular
trying. Okay,
window.
don't worry. I'm trying.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not. Let me see. Okay, I've got the other one, which is actually not about branding. It's about sex. This was the third one. Uh, I'm trying to show you the other one. Okay, let's look at the how to succeed at a job and business. I'm sorry about this. The branding one will probably come out last. That's okay. So I have built up certain principles in my own life of 42 years in the workspace of how to succeed. And then we'll come to branding. Something of branding also comes in this. Okay. I'm sorry because I had asked for a trial run, but that did not happen. So we'll have to just go with it. Okay. So the first thing is, these are things which actually helped me. And I can tell you a story for each of these 8 points, which will really change you, but I don't have the time. So the first thing that's important is to create a personal persona. That's your biggest ally. Now, what do I mean by persona? Mariam Webster says persona is the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you show up, the confidence you bring, your values, your presence. It is the what people immediately see you as in the first 5 or 7 seconds. And this is your biggest, this is not something that you're putting up just by dressing well and dressing professionally and, having a good posture and being confident. This is actually you coming out in that 7 seconds. So it's your biggest gift which you bring to the workplace. So it is your smile. And when I say smile, I do not mean this. Okay, this is not a smile. The smile, when it reaches the crinkles of your eyes, is a smile. This is a smile. Okay. So also your attire, of course, has to be your body language, always open. If I sit like this, now this guy standing here is doing a power pose. He's not normally like this to show his confidence. Your eye contact, always make eye contact. Handshake, it's called haptics. It should be something like this. I have all the pictures also, but I can't show you. Means you put your hand like this so that you are clasping the person. This is not a handshake. It should be firm, but not overbearing that the person has to do something like this. Your posture, your confident communication. There's nothing to beat confidence in anything you do. Okay. Confidence is king. Confidence gets you there. Even if you're not confident, I didn't know whether any of these slides would show, but I'm just going through it as it comes. It is what you say and how you say it, your empathy, your compassion, how you treat people, especially those who are below you, equal respect. Here, maybe I will just tell a story of Jio Tata. Once early years when I was working 70, I think, 1 or 72, I was standing at the lift of Air India building to go up to the cafeteria of the Air India building for my lunch, and I was first in the queue, and but the watchman is sort of the operator is just doing this. I was wondering what's wrong. Something with my clothes? No, nothing. So I was getting a little irritated. Was also hungry until I heard a loud and clear voice from the back. Let the lady go. And I turned back, and to my astonishment, two places behind was Mr. J.R.D. Tata. And the attendant was trying to give him the preference. Mr. Tata actually did not want. He was too much of a gentleman to accept that. So then I went in and I had a nice conversation with him. I've had many interactions, but I have no time to tell you. And that day I learned one thing: treat everybody equally. And when I walk into HUL or any company, my mantra in my mind is treat the watchman as if he's the chairman, and you're sure to go. The second is your personal brand. Now, actually, the full personal brand is in another presentation, but we will just do something here. We'll get to that if we have time. How much time do we have? How much time do we have?
Ma'am, based on your
Sorry?
available time. By 8:30, we can continue.
Okay. So your personal brand is your unique character, your values, your reputation. This is your personal brand. And this comes through all through your LinkedIn as well. The way you treat people, the way you write. LinkedIn is not about getting a job. It is about giving. Networking, the currency of networking is generosity, not greed. So first you make the connections, first you start following, first you start, you make comments and all. Then when you build up a relationship, then you ask for a connection and then it may lead to whatever you wish. So your personal brand is also what you bring to the table, your strengths, your experience, your listening skills. Today, the most important skill, especially for people at the higher level, is to listen. Listen to understand, listen with compassion, listen with empathy, not listening to respond. So all these are very important. There are only four things that make a difference to when we work. What we do, how we do it, what we say, and how we say it. These are the only four parameters on which you get actually rated. So treat everybody equally. I've said this, I told that story. Social media brand. Now, what exactly is, why is it so important? Because actually, if Forbes says if you're not on LinkedIn, you simply don't exist in the professional world. And even if you are an entrepreneur, entrepreneurs always do fail on this subject. They think you can, well, as an entrepreneur, even Instagram is not bad. Okay, it's a good, but as a corporate, as a professional, it is LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is here to stay. Make sure we have complete profile, 5-star rating. Use keywords by which people can find you, whether you're a businessman or whatever. What is your niche area? So if you go to LinkedIn and just say job search, Coach Brenda Mendes will come first because that's my niche. Job search strategy coach. So you need to have not just CA, but what is it in CA which is your niche area? Okay. And remember that even now we are reaching the end of the audit season, the third or the 10 years. So you have seen how the government has reduced the number of, you're saying government jobs, the government has reduced the number of forensic auditors, right, to only 9. And out of them, only one, KPMG, is on the list. So remember, even auditing is very well taken care of by even the new trends which are coming. Keywords: build connections and meaningful relationships, show up professionally and consistently. Stand for something, otherwise you'll fall for anything. Skills can always be taught, integrity, character, but stand for something when it's right, and people will respect you. And respect is the foundation of success in anything, job, in your coaching, your entrepreneurship, or your business, or in the office. You must stand out in such a way that, as if you are wearing, red and white, and everybody else in the room is wearing black. That's the way you need to stand out if you want to succeed today. Because immediately people will begin to trust you. How do the people buy you? Whether you're as an employee or a business owner, first they like you. Okay, and then they know you, they like you, and then they trust you. And the moment they like you, that trust comes. So that likability factor is very important. Cultivate meaningful professional relationships. Give value rather than receiving. Help others to build their careers, and your career will lift up. Volunteer. This is something I will tell everybody in a corporate or anything. Do tasks. Let your education be like a tea. In other words, in whatever's your niche area, go deeper, 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 as well as grow horizontally. That's education. And that means that you're going deeper into other areas. So if you're working, volunteer for jobs which are not part of your job. In a business, take on some projects which are not currently in your profile, because businesses or careers are not built alone. It takes a village. And it's not who you know, it's not who you know, but who knows you and how they know you, that matters. So build up those relationships and those networks, because you know your network is your net worth. And make friends with technology. That I've already said. Embrace technology. Don't fear it. Integrate AI and automation in your daily workflow. Every day I make at least 6. I don't have so much of knowledge. So I started with ChatGPT, then went to Claude, now to Perplexity, whatever. But at least enough in my, so that in my coaching, need to be slightly ahead of the curve of everybody else. Okay, that's all. So, in other words, AI will take away 40 million, maybe 80 million, or what, 100 million jobs, but 45 new jobs will come. And so, AI will not replace people. It is people who know on the higher curve of AI will replace people who are at the lower level. That's it. So look at it as a collaborator, not as a competitor, and stay ahead of the curve. I mentioned this year, SEBI listing fewer forensic audit companies, only KPMG. AI will bridge the gap. I think TCS said yesterday that AI we have to embrace, because it will be bridging the gap between the haves and have-nots in our country. So very important to make friends with AI and master the art of learning. Your learning, I've given you my own example. Your learning is a treasure which you carry wherever you go. Your curiosity, your energy, your enthusiasm, that's what you bring to the workplace. That's what you bring to your business. And when people see that you're passionate about your business, they will begin to like you and give you business. And also the thing of giving. Suppose somebody comes to you for a product and you do not have that product. You take the time to find out who else could serve this purpose. That's the part of also of selling. Immediately that person will, when the next time you have got a loyal customer, the next time that person needs something, he'll come back to you. It's not necessary to close that business or close that sale. Sales has changed differently. It's more about the person. What is the person's need? If the person's need is something for which I don't have an answer, I don't have a product, find out and send them there. The next time they need, they will refer you to others and they will come back to you. So, and learning is something that I do this every day. When is the last time you did something for the first time? John Maxwell, I took it very seriously the day I never go to sleep without learning even one small thing new. Today I will learn how to use this WPS when in a better fashion. As Satya Nadella describes himself, he says, "I'm not a know all, but I'm a learn it all." And so also, I think Bill Gates and others always say these things. And the other thing is walk the extra mile. Deliver, I'm just going to show you, in anything you do, deliver little more than it's expected for you. Make that a habit, because your efforts compound over time. And genuine kindness to another person will not go unnoticed, it gets paid. And I'm just going to show you this. This is the most motivational poster you have. Now, as CAs, you'll be able to understand it. What is the difference between going beyond what's required and doing less than what's required? So if you just do 1.01% of what you are required, 1%, 0.1% of what is required, do the math and see. You will get a result of 37.8. You do 0.1% less than what is required to your customer or to your job, what will the result? 0.03. Do the math and see whether I'm right. So this is the difference between going a little bit, walking beyond the extra mile in everything you do. Even if I'm speaking today, now I know my things have not gone a little haywire, but whatever it is, I'm trying to do my best. So that's it. So success is not the key of happiness. Remember, happiness is the key is the key to success. So you do these things when you are thinking not me and we and the other. Even as a salesperson, a CA or a coach or whatever, you get that satisfaction. Because if you love what you do, you will always be successful. And that brings me to the end of it. The five things, principles I spoke about was a professional persona, the way you show up consistently every day, the way people perceive you as a person, your strong personal brand, your values, your empathy, your compassion, your social media, LinkedIn brand, standing for something, cultivating important relationships, embracing AI, walking the extra mile, and mastering the art of learning. And I could tell you many stories on this, but I don't want to because I want to go ahead. So,
I call all these as employability skills. We can see your screen now. Yes, visible.
you're able to see?
Yeah, we are able to see.
I just figured it out this way because WPS changes everything. I'll just try and get the slideshow. So here we are going to only speak about the personal branding part of it. And this is what you require whether you're in career or in business. There's no two ways about it today. There are people who tell me, that no, I don't want to be on social media, Brenda. I'm not a Windy Banga. I have three vice president marketing who had this kind of an attitude. One person, I'll give you only one case where the person was the sixth ranker in CAT and a top ranker in IIM Lucknow. Very good appearance, good looking, good professionally dressed, well spoken, and he has worked in PNG. He has worked in Johnson and Johnson, three multinationals in India, in Indonesia, in Singapore, etc. Jobless for the last 3.5 years because he just did not want to do this. Now he's gone through a whole spiritual sort of engineering, and now he has started on scratch as if he's doing it today because they would think they come with an entitlement. I think if you are an MBA with 15 years experience, senior vice president marketing, very difficult for me to coach because they come with an idea of entitlement. So that is the first thing you need to do is to be humble. And because putting yourself out there in LinkedIn is not easy. You may not have all the things. People will, write things against you. You have a certain amount of knowledge to put, but make a start. Make a start not by getting only an all-star, 5-star rating, but by posting. Decide what is your niche area. Because LinkedIn has now said they're going to give importance to those who have a clear niche. And LinkedIn then starts promoting you. So what is a brand? It is a brand is just a sign or a symbol which stands for a product to differentiate it from the competition. So your personal brand is what distinguishes you from everybody else in your like me from any other coach or your business from any other business in the market. And you yourself is how you market yourself and your values to others. So what is it that makes your business unique? Think of 3 words that make you unique as your business or as an employee. Do this exercise, please. I think the top of it cannot be seen, right? Okay. So whether you believe it or not, you are already a brand. Okay, everybody is a brand because people, when they see you, they already have made certain impressions of you. It is your reputation, it is bringing what you are to what you do and how you do it. It is not just what you do, how do you do it, how do you achieve those results? By being autocratic, by being aggressive, or you do it in a way with respect and empathy, and also how you speak, your unique strengths, your skills, your attribute. How do you interact with the world, with anybody? Well, I have here sitting beside me my house worker, Ellie. How do I treat her? That is my brand. That is my brand. If I treat her differently from the way I treat my, Mr. The chairman of HUL when I meet him, then that's a brand. That tells you a lot about it. So it is what people say about you when you're not. Why is this not moving? Okay, so this was what was hidden. Okay, who's this?
Jeff
Answer.
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. So he said your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. What does Ellie say about me when she's talking to her colleagues or the friends? She say, "Kit Kit, madam hai, yeah, no, she's very caring. That is my brand." Okay, all of you know this. Who's the first one? Quick, quick,
Dale
quick.
Carnegie.
Sorry?
Dale Carnegie.
Dale Carnegie. Correct. Very good. Of course, next you know. Next, quick.
Orpha.
Oprah Winfrey.
Orpha Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey and Steve Jobs, everybody knows. Okay, many people didn't know Dale Carnegie. But I think I'll quote him a little later. This also everybody knows. Quick, 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 quick.
Hitler,
Yeah, Hitler
Indra Nooyi.
and
Indra
PepsiCo
Nooyi.
CEO. Yeah, Noora.
Indra
Yeah,
Nooyi.
he's somebody I really admire, Indra Nooyi. And of course, this Saddam
Saddam
Hussein, we all know. So these are brands, whatever way. So how do you build your brand? The first thing is the first impression which people make of you in the first 5 or 7 seconds. So it's the way I already said, it's your attire. Always be professionally dressed, whether it's men, whether you're going to a profession or a meeting, whether depending on your industry, whether you need to wear a suit or everything should be polished, or your shoes, everything matters. Your smile, I said, reaches the crinkles of your face. Your body language. If I sit like this, it's very different that I'm trying to move my hands. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but that shows my confidence, my communication. Very often I've come across people who speak very good English by way of their vocabulary. And then they'll make one grammatical error. Immediately I know that English is not their language and they're translating from another language. So these are small things which you need to know. Same thing comes through in your emails that you write. That's very important for your communication. Your commutes, because very often people are not going to meet you. They're only going to see your SMS messages and your emails. So don't use, very fancy short forms and all, especially in business. Use professional language. Etiquette, be respectful. Even if you're making a complaint, be respectful. And of course, confidence is the king. Because whatever happens, it is your confidence. And that confidence is not something that is put on. It is something that comes within you. You know for yourself that you are enough. You have been sent into this world with a purpose and you've been given whatever is required for you to achieve that purpose. So personal branding is about managing your name. Even if you don't own a business, remember, my friends, all of you are on Google. And Google reverse Google yourself from time to time. How many of you have reverse Google yourself? Do it a bit straight and see what they tell you. Ram, Vijay, what does Google say about you? Or Rakesh, Ankita, what does Google say about you? Anybody tell me? Reverse Google, go to Google, put your name and say where you come. On the first page, second page, third page, fourth page, what do they say? Should be on the first page, but anybody can answer me. Just read out. I started reverse AIing myself and I was shocked. They were able to write a full essay on me, and the last word, it ended with, she lives a life of significance. And I said, my God, how did they know that? And then I realized that 5 years ago, when I was taking part in a super speaker contest, the first one that happened in India, I had made one video. We make about 20 videos in about 18 months. I never got to the end of it. The first time I was in the first 1,000 out of, I think, 4 lakhs. Next time I came, I think, in 500 out of some 2.5 lakhs or something. And I stopped there because then they want, professional videos, and I'm not willing to spend 30,000 rupees for this. But I had said in that video, what does success mean to you? My last sentence was, I live a life of significance. And that got caught. So everything that you're speaking here, I hope you realize it will be there for posterity. Once you've made a spoken here, it will show in my AI tomorrow. And whatever you say, also your children, your grandchildren will be able to see till planet Earth is alive, is there. Everything we say can be found, not seen, but found on listen.io. Put your name and you get all the 20 places where you've spoken or whatever. Everything is there for posterity. So be a brand. So, of course, I've said this already. So, make sure that your appearance is, your appearance needs to be situational. I don't know why this is not coming. Both are not coming together. I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so that was professional, and not so professional is this. So always be professional. Whenever you're going to a meeting, dress one notch higher than you think the other people will be. Okay, it's better to be little overdressed, not too overdressed. You're going to an advertising agency, you may not go with a suit, and but for women, it's sari is good for any occasion. For men, a plain color block, either or shirt, white is the best, or blue or whatever with a similar coat and tie. Make sure everything, your shoes are polished, your hair is in proper space, your nails are well done. Women don't wear too much of jewelry, hanging jewelry, because you don't want people to be sort of distracted. And not too much perfume. Your perfume should not enter the room before you enter the room. See, again, you see here, this one was casual, this one is professional. You saw the difference between the two. Look at the body language, okay? Never be like this in jeans. Here you see the body language also. Very different, okay? This you can do for anything. You can keep the blazer on, take it off. Even if it is a jean pant, it is professional. So your image is formed, as I told you, only this Dale Carnegie says, it is only 4 things. What we do, how we look, what we say, how we say it. These are the 4 things you need to keep in mind for making that first impression. And they say you never get a second chance to make a good first impression. So make sure that you make it very compelling. You see, sometimes you're in a room and there are, 50 people there waiting for a meeting, and suddenly somebody walks in and everybody's looking at them, right? That's the kind of compelling image you should project, but it should be authentic to you. Don't dress in a way that, be appropriate to the situation, to your age, to the demographics, and where you're going to. Your attitude, you've seen this. Your attitude determines your altitude. I've said this before also. It is your attitude which determines how far you will go, because people don't want just people who are doing, their job. They want them to do something more. Your positivity, your is enthusiasm, and you're amiable. Why? Because people first like you before they buy you. It is a catalyst because that's the gift you bring. Let me just tell you, I'm a cancer survivor who had cancer about 2 years ago, and I just said thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for cancer every day. And in many ways, by helping others, by not focusing on myself, by being gratitude, many things happen. Many things happened. Are we time up? Are we getting
Only
No,
recording is
you can
stopped.
continue.
But recording is
You
stopped.
can continue.
I think all that.
what
Okay,
happened?
AI recording has a stop. No, no, nothing.
Okay, sorry.
We get a recording of this, right? You're recording this.
Yeah, it's going live on YouTube.
Okay. So the key here is the company with whom you keep. Okay, so I was just saying about my cancer journey. I can write a whole book on it. In 3 months, the 13 centimeter lymphoma went away without a surgery, and I was back to normal. The only difference is this hair is the gift of cancer, and many other gifts came. A house which I had bought 17 years ago was languishing in redevelopment, came through in that time. When I got the news, I was sitting in another room, and my first thought was, thank you for cancer. Yeah. So it is how you take your things and the energy. Remember, people want energy from your business owner or from the corporate. The energy you bring to the room is the gift that you bring to the room. It is up to you to either elevate that energy or bring it down. It's in your hands. If you're negative, that's what you'll be doing. So be careful of the company or you keep. They say you're the average of the 5 people you keep company with, and that's true. Your confidence, I've said a lot about. It's important for building your brand. Believe in yourself. Be credible. And this strength is not just comes from out. Now, I know that I'm having some problems here, but this strength which I have is because I have built a lot of resilience by facing huge challenges in my life up till now. So cancer was not something, a very big challenge for me. It was just another thing. So I took it like, cancer today, every 1 in 5 people have it, right? Flu also 1 in 5 people have it, right? So it is just one of those things. And when flu first came out, millions died, right? So millions have died already. And now cancer has become almost another issue. I know it is more than that, but once you take it like that, it's just another event and you have prepared your whole life for it. It's not difficult because it comes from your inner strength. And for me, my inner strength comes from my yoga practice, my daily meditation, and daily exercise. Your self care is very important. Success relates as closely to your confidence as to your competence. Remember, it's not the most competent people who get selected. It's not the most competent people who become successful in business. It is the people who can show that that they are likable, they're energetic, they're enthusiastic, and they're passionate about what they do. So have faith in your abilities. Without reasonable confidence, Norman Vincent Peale says, you cannot be successful, and if you're or even happy. Now we come to the LinkedIn branding part of it. So your strong personal brand is your visibility, how you differentiate yourself from others. Like I said, all this. When you are confident, that helps your personal brand becomes one more layer for your success. People will want to work with you. People will want to do with business with you if you have followed those principles, those 8 principles which I mentioned. So building networks and establishing influence is very important, especially in your entrepreneurial journey, because you need other people to carry you along. You don't have all the answers. And the most important thing to know is you don't know it all. You don't know it all. When you realize that you don't know it all, you're a humble person. I realized I don't know how to do this simple thing like this WPS, but somehow I'm managing, right? So why LinkedIn? 1.2 billion professionals are there, 20 countries, more than 90% researchers are there. Even if they're looking for, researchers, they may find you as a business person. 45 million people use it for research. 6 people get hired every time, but not by applying on LinkedIn. There are other ways. I can't go through in all that. 60 million Indians are there, but very few entrepreneurs is my guess. As I told you, among the top creators on LinkedIn, only Palak Rathi is a CA in that list, and only Hansi Mehrotra is a CFA. I didn't find any other Indians of anybody else in finance. LinkedIn for your job search or your business. How do you use LinkedIn? By first of all, you find your niche. Then you look for the keywords in that niche. You can, if it's a job, you can find your thing. You can find keywords from Indeed.com job trends or just find job trends and use those words all the time in your headline. Headline is the most important thing in your career, in your professional experience, in your about section, and in your featured section. So if I'm a job search coach, it should be in my job, it should be in my profile, it should be in my experience, it should be in my featured section. It should show that I have many pictures where I have spoken or I've been a coach. So this is how people get to find you. It is about people finding you, not even for your business, not you go and selling your business. Even selling is about, I told you how selling has changed. So networking is what LinkedIn is all about. How do you start? First of all, let me ask you, among the 30 people here, do each of you have a LinkedIn, not profile, a LinkedIn brand in some way? Are you active on LinkedIn? Are you posting? How many can tell me? Yes, no. I'm not talking of the full profile. We just go to the profile later. But is any of you having a niche area which you have decided and you're posting on regularly? How many answers do we have? How many? Only yes, you're right. 1, 2, 5, 10, 20. How many answers, Shivani? Okay, so I'm taking it that not many are there. So how do you start? You start first by how many? How many, Shivani?
There are yeses in the.
How many yeses?
There are yeses in the.
All yeses?
Yeah.
That means each of you is posting, say, once a week.
Most, not all, but major yeses.
Okay, that's very
Five,
good. Congratulations.
1, 2, 3,
Congratulations. And I will try and give you my LinkedIn profile. You can connect with me so that I'll have, yesterday I crossed 11,000 connections. Remember, followers don't matter at all, only connections matter. So followers, they will follow you, let them know you. But when you're doing a connection, be very careful, because I know so many people trolling me. They're not even put one post. Mostly they are white-skinned doctors who are on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram just trolling. I know that immediately when I see a post where a doctor has put a picture of his operation. I know that, and no other post. I know that he is just a fake. So start following industry professionals in whatever area you are working. Send personalized email invitations after that. I've told you, first you start with your family, friends, relatives, then with your college alumni, your colleagues, your ex-bosses, etc., people whom you're doing business with. Get referrals and recommendations from them and put them in your LinkedIn. Put skills, get people to endorse you. They will endorse you automatically. So once you have made a brand, people will start endorsing you. People endorse me for job search, for interviewing, for speaking, for coaching. They automatically do it. And you also do that. At least one day of a week you should keep for others, where you will be only endorsing or writing a post on somebody who is doing great work in your industry. So send personalized corrections. When you're sending the correction, you need to say how you met, where you met, how you find them, what are the commonalities. They wrote an article, commented. Remember, a comment is a post. Algo takes a comment as a post. I never put like and all. Sometimes I do research before putting a comment. So I believe me, nowadays they show you how many people saw your comments. My comments are sometimes seen, comment is seen by 107 people. Because I've done some research, I've added to that conversation. So when you're writing the post, also give people a chance to add to the conversation. Identify commonalities. Be warm, be polite, and even if somebody says bad things about, just say thank you. Don't get into a debate. Be active. Don't be just on LinkedIn. Be active. Who's the audience? You need to know. For me, it is people who are looking for a job or who are transitioning or want to succeed. The forms, you have long form, short form, polls. Polls work very, very easy to write and you get engagement. But the best is videos with a post. That gets the most. And if you have a niche area and you're posting on that niche area, your LinkedIn is going to show your profile. I don't do anything but my page. From my page, I get client requests at least 8 to 10 every single day. Now, this is a headline. I don't want you to read his metaphor. I'll just read out mine. Your headline is the most important thing. Make sure that you have a banner. You can open mine if you want, but I'll just read out my headline, which I to be very honest, I changed it only yesterday. So my headline is, like it gives this picture or whatever. So there is a banner of the 3 books which I have co-authored. And my headline says, ex-HUL 32 years. I help professionals say what you do, for whom you do it, what you offer, what will change. I help professionals to accelerate their job search and career within 3 months with my one-on-one program using design thinking structure. Clear what I'm doing, for whom I'm doing it, what I use. Mission zero unemployment in India, because I'm very passionate about that. Professional speaker. I'm not really professional speaker. I'm in the making, I should say. But yes, I'm part of professional speaking. So I've written that. And so that is the most important thing. This you have to craft very, very carefully and send it to Neeraj Shah, asking him to give his comments. So follow people who are leaders and content creators and top voices on LinkedIn. About section should have about 2,600 characters. First paragraph, make it into a story form. Mine is not very good, but I will tell a story. And when you're telling the story of your career or your business, use it like this, not that, what is that we say? Star format. It's very, very common. Use the store or the car. That's the situation, what was the problem? What were the obstacles? That is the most important. That doesn't come in the star. And what were the results? Or just what was the current situation? What action you took? What was the result? This is also a good way. And a good way to tell a story is to start with time reference is very important. Say where you are today, where you came from, where you're going for. It's much better than writing it chronologically. Use a CTA, say let's connect. Give your top skills. Etiquette, yes. Be professional, positive, consistent, respectful, responsive. Be selective in taking connection requests. Be balanced. Something you may do as self-promotion. I don't do any actually because it's just going on. But you should also encourage others. Repost others, even if you don't know what to write. Repost your comments on other people's. They will also repost yours. And regularly monitor your SSI score. You know what is SSI score, I suppose? Social Selling Index. You all know about it? From time to time, look at it. Do we have a minute that they can open their thing and look at the SSI score? Okay, I'll just tell you. Go to how to find my SSI score. first blog you use is the Zopto blog. Go down, don't do any sales navigator, nothing. Go right at the bottom and you'll get the click and you'll know. If you've got a score about 60 or so, it's good. If it's 50, it's okay. I had a score of 72. Even if you don't post for 2 days, the score goes down. 3 months back, they brought it down to 62. And now I didn't post for a few days, it's gone to 56. So that's, I think, the more or less what I had to say. And I would just say that, dream big. I always remember what uh, Vyadi Tata's famous lines were. He loved to say, hold fast to your dreams. Don't give up. Be persistent in whatever you do. I didn't think this presentation was going to even happen. Okay, but it did. Hold fast to your dreams because if dreams die, life is like a broken winged bird that cannot fly. For when dreams go, life is like a barren field frozen with snow. So I just end with him since he's, I respected him a lot and I've had a lot of interaction with him and also with Mr. Tata and many people. So these are just a few things. So we have maybe 2 or 3 minutes for questions. Unless you are too tired. Have you had breakfast or you're just waiting for your breakfast?
I had a question.
Who's that? Yes, go ahead.
I just want to know, can you repeat about the SSI part again? Like, how do you monitor?
Yes, SSI score. Go to Google and type in how to find my SSI score. Do it right now. Any other questions while she is doing that? Can I get any feedback? Oh, Prasad Lal is here. Nice to see you, Ram. Shivanand Shetty, Shilpa. Some people whom I know. Bhavna, I don't know. Kruti is also there. Nice to see some CAs whom I know, or not part of this group normally, but it's nice to see them. Thanks for being here, Ramlan. Saurav, I don't know which one this is.
Okay. Yes, Brenda ma'am, hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much. It was great session and lot of learning. Of course, I am very much active on LinkedIn and in my corporate journey of 20 years. Of course, I'm working very consciously on my personal branding. And whatever tips you have given, whatever the insights you have given, 100% it is implement. It has to be implement if not done. Like etiquettes, office etiquettes, become a mentor of others, become a leader. Leaders create leaders. So all those things, frankly, so much to gain. And I've took a good many screenshot and I will go through later on also. And I've sent the LinkedIn request also to you. I would like to connect.
Any one of you, I have got the slide actually, but it's just very simple. LinkedIn, you type the whole thing, https www.linkedin.com.in, Brenday, because I'm Brenda Yvonne Mendes. So Brenday Mendes, and you'll get it.
Absolutely. No, we easily found you because straight away you have
Yeah.
already
It's
11K
not very
followers.
difficult. Or I also have my QR code, so I share that as my instead of having a business card.
Absolutely. And I'm also into the executive leadership journey since last 3 years. So I
Sorry.
saw executive leadership journey. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm eyeing for big leadership roles. So I can see a lot of great insights from you today. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else has any feedback for me? I actually look more for feedback for improvement. Let me be very honest. If somebody gives me a feedback for improvement, I'll do. Be bold. Other than the little tech things that went wrong, be bold. रामलाल आप बोल सकते हैं. He is also a professional speaker. I said I'm only a sort of.
Ma'am, just now I did a SSI score for myself, and I can
Yes.
see like I have scored 24 out of 100.
So
And
you
then
have to improve.
those,
You have to improve.
yeah,
I'll tell you,
I saw,
74 was very good, but now they become very difficult. So I had a score roughly of 72. Then they brought down everybody's to 60s. So I became about 65. And then few days I had some personal events, so I could not, so from that it went down to 56. Now written to them for what reason? If they see there is a reason for it, I mean, my followers have gone up, my connections have gone up, the number of posts, being seen, the videos also were seen by 800-900 people. We did a one month sort of a. I've started posting on LinkedIn, proceeding gradually. Very good, Vikas. Very good. Very good. Very good. Anybody else?
Brenda ma'am, Brenda ma'am, when you ask for the feedback, I can give one or two inputs. Maybe you can think of. Like normally, whenever we present anything, we have the one slide for CTA, call to action. In case I missed, apology about that. But normally CTA, that after these are the learning, like let's say
Yes,
labs. Yeah.
I have a slide. I have a slide capturing all these three points, but you realized that I made them like the first ABCD was one. The second one was where I put all the principles, and the third one is also where I had those, but I had no time to show it. But
Okay.
basically, I would say what would be the CTAs. Uh, Freshen up your LinkedIn brand. Build your personal brand by following those 8 principles that I gave. You could have,
Yeah.
some of you may have seen it. And remember, it's your mindset, your confidence, your energy, your likability, and your willingness to go do beyond what you're doing, whether you're in business or not. And following the etiquette on making yourself more and more visible to the public by engaging in networks, as well as by commenting and being present for other people. These are the building your personal brand, your character, etc., and also building your presence. Executive presence, I must tell you, we sometimes don't think it's important. And since I'm not even, only top of me is being seen, it is very important. It is very important because the first impression takes a long time to change. Yes, it can change, but it takes a long time. So make sure wherever you go, whether it is, you're doing even a Zoom call with somebody as coaching, I dress up professional. I'm in my own home, but be professional. It's very important. So executive presence, I would say, for your personal brand, LinkedIn presence for your professional brand, and all those 8 success principles for any success in life and to be. Gratitude is very important. These are some takeaways. I have put them all together, but I didn't have the time to show.
No, but thank you so much. When you said, I recall, you have shown all those in the slides.
Yes.
So
So
it
there were
was
the
there.
CTAs. I had put it all together in one slide, but I didn't have that time to go through you. If you want, I can send you that ABCDE. I can send you the slide of the success principles, and I can send you the slide of the branding also. I can do that.
That will be very grateful. Thank you so much, if it is possible.
Anything else? Any other
Thank you, Brenda
suggestions?
ma'am.
All the slides, it's
Thank you, Brenda.
difficult for me to set, but these three, like a recap, I'll send 3 slides as a recap of the 3 presentations we have done. That I promise. I'll send it to Shivani. It's up to Shivani to say. How many people did we have here
Sure,
today?
ma'am. We have 32 right now.
Okay. And please send me the recording also. And I'm so grateful because this is the first time I've addressed CAs. And I was wondering, kya bolenge unko? How do I tell them that things are changing? And I think some of you, especially who are in practice, may not realize the things I've said. That AI is really going to. Which are the areas which are greatest under threat? All services. HR, highly under threat, highly threatened. Financial services, marketing, these are all the areas which the areas which have a long runway are cybersecurity, supply chain, because of all that is happening. Then and prompt engineering. Even prompt engineering has gone down because many people have joined prompt engineering courses. But these are the things that will have a long runway. And even in I think if you are in insurance or if you're in audit, if you use the new techniques which are coming, you will be able to remain relevant in your business or your job. So please, from today, I want you to start making at least one intervention or not part from your business on how you will stay ahead of the curve on AI. That is my biggest takeaway for you, because this is something I do regularly. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you
If
for
we
the
have
session.
finished.
Just for a feedback or I can quote the appreciation for the session.
Sorry.
The one thing so this is Tanvijay here. So I just want to give you a thanks or gratitude for this session. The one thing which I noted was at this age, if you are coming with such a attitude of continuous learning, and that too about AI is mind-boggling for everyone, and that too you are ahead of the curve despite not being tech proficient, and you are learning about AI and you are creating this awareness is something which brings us back to the importance of growth mindset, and that is really required at this stage.
I attend a lot of classes, foreign classes also. So I'm part of Stanford alumni. So I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to attend Stanford. Yesterday I did not attend. I also attend on West Coast of America, which I then get up at about 5 o'clock. But now Stanford has also become more thing. They are also having their classes about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, not 2 o'clock in the morning. But I attend regularly. So I attend many sessions and also be part of teams. If you're jobless, be part of I attend job search clubs around the world, 3 in a week. In US, Europe, and UK. And also in Australia and all, I try to see wherever, so your knowledge is getting, as I said, it's a T. You go deep into your area and wide. And I want to give you, say thank you to you that today I learned first time I spoke to CAs. So for me, it's an expansion of my consciousness and my learning. And if any of you want to post some learnings of this on LinkedIn, please tag me. I'll be very happy, and tag your colleagues. I'll be very happy to. Let's take a picture. If you can put on your videos, we can take a picture.
Madam, you asked how many people were attending. It had crossed 35.
Sorry?
You asked how many people have attended. It has crossed 35 at a time. Then it came down.
Okay. Kruti is, I think, one of somebody you might know, but she's also a CA. But 1 or 2 people were. Can you just take a photo? Somebody, I have forgotten where the thing is. The take a snap is there, and can somebody take a snap? Shivani, can you take a snap? Just a thumbs up or something.
I'm taking now.
Thank you very much. And any of you who can post, then I will also post my brief sort of takeaways. I will do that also on LinkedIn. Just today after I finish this.
We'll do that.
Thank you, Ram Prasad, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, everyone, for being on camera.
What a beautiful session. You have given everything, I think.
Sorry?
It was such a beautiful session. You have given everything. All of what you had.
I'm grateful that a CA community can say something like that for me, because I was thinking, kya bolungi, kya unko samajh mein aayega, because I'm not. But yes, I do. You can see from, what I said about the CA audit, that 9 people only are there. I think only Tata Power has actually appointed Deloitte, the only one company so far, because the numbers are reducing. So even people who are statutory, come under statutory audits, the imagine out of a big four, only one is on that list of 9. Only KPMG. And I think TCS has appointed Deloitte, the first company to have said, because now it is for 5 years, right? So we're at the last, this year is the last year. So this is the time all are being appointed. So like that, I keep updated. So I thank you that you have improved my horizons, broadened my horizons. Thank you. All the
Thank you,
best.
ma'am.
All the best. Have a
Thank you,
good day.
Brenda ma'am.
Have a good
We
day.
had a
And
wonderful session,
sorry,
and I was a struggle. We had a wonderful session, and your energy, confidence, everything showed up. Your experience as well. Actually, I was struggling on the Zoom window. The window was getting frozen today. Some problem is there with the Zoom at my end. That was the reason I was.
don't worry. Problems will always be there. Problems are opportunities to learn. Whenever there's a problem, first thing say thank you.
But madam, when you are speaking now, the smile and the way you speak, the confidence, not only confidence, the love is coming out,
It's an experience both
Great. It's
matter.
fantastic.
Looking anywhere. As you might have seen, it was practically all spontaneous. I didn't need those slides. I put them only for you.
You are the way you are.
Sorry?
You are that way. You just give love, all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a great smile that you have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No, I really mean it. I really mean it.
That's God's gift to me. I say
Yes.
my smile is my logo. Curiosity is my DNA.
And your
Good one,
brand
good.
showed up.
Thanks a lot, and thank you for waiting so long. I'm really very, very grateful to you all that you stayed on till the end, and you made my day. You made my weekend.
Thank you, ma'am. Even
But
I
the
am grateful to you to grace us today and share all your wisdom, all your confidence, all your energy with all of us today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
energy is always there with me.
Here
Yeah.
in this room of Skilling on Saturdays.
Thank you. Let's connect on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
You can send me the emails of people here. I don't know everybody's.
Yeah, I'll share your link with the community.
Okay. In the case of me, you'll have, since I've got creator mode still on, the connect button will not show. Send me a connection request, and I will immediately accept it.
Sure.
And whoever's got that 30 score, please make sure that you get it up to at least 40, 45, 50.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
So
Yeah,
my
I'll do that.
email idea is just BRENDS@gmail. We are not Brenda, but Brends. BRENDS. Lena Nair had given me that, sort of pet name, and Brenda was not available. So Brends Mendes. And by the way, you can get the email ID you just send me a connection request on LinkedIn, it will come. Not BES, BRENDS. Brends Mendes, there's no E. Okay? BREND. I've got a whole slide giving all my, links for YouTube, for all that, but I didn't show that because there was no time and I wasn't here really to sell a program or anything, so I didn't. But it's not difficult to find me. So BRENDSMENDES at the rate Gmail. Send me a thing and I'll accept immediately.
Hello, am I audible?
I'll share your LinkedIn to the community.
Yeah. Share the LinkedIn. I will send you my full slide. I will send with the other things. So you get my Instagram, Facebook, my YouTube channel, everything. I'll share that slide. Including, it has the names of the books, but those are books which are co-authored, so not necessary to buy because only I have written only one article. So when I write my own, then yes.
Brenda ma'am, only one thing. Do you suggest any good books on leadership to
Oh,
corporate
there's so
employees?
many.
Yeah.
Read John Maxwell's. I think he came out recently with the leadership. I read John Maxwell. I read Adam Grant, but John Maxwell is good. I think he has 101 leadership principles or something. I've got it here. I don't know, on my bookshelf. But John Maxwell, you can choose any of those, and you are
Got it.
yeah. Okay. Or even Simon
Sure.
Sinek, but then in his book, I think I would say only the why. That book.
Yes.
Yeah.
And absolutely. Why, as well as John, of course, I go through majority of his books.
Yes. And there are many people who write also. There are very good people who write, and I get leadership things every day, because every day I get emails from Forbes, from McKinsey, from Wall Street Journal, from I don't know, at least from London Economist. I get all these every day, not today, from last 25 years since I'm working. So I get them, I get invited to, literally, if I want to go to Jio every day and not cook at home, it is okay, I can go. I need free, every HR thing around the world, I get invited to. Yeah. So once you
Thank
are
you so much.
known, then they want to know you. They want you in their group. So they will send you. So McKinsey Quarterly, the London Economist, I get this every day. So I choose accordingly. And you tell they know what you are writing on. So they do, Algo will also give you those. Today there's no lack of information. We only lack of interest and little, motivation to do it. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Ellie is waiting to eat her breakfast.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And thank you to everyone who attended today and make this session successful. See you next Saturday. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bless. God bless.
Bye-bye.
You can end the meeting.